believe me, any prayer made like this in this particular day of the week receive fast answer. I have tried it, it worked for me. And then I have given it to some people that actually come for personal consultation. They tried it one way or the other. Some of them got their testimonies. Believe me, I'm going to share to you a secret that I have observed through my spiritual work. I noticed that there is a kind energy that exists on that day, that if you harness this energy very well, use it very, very well on that particular day, the way I am going to be telling you, you will be amazed at the result. That if you have something that has bothered you for years, you have prayed all manner of prayer, go to different men of God, do all sorts of other spiritual work, and it has failed you. Try this one by God's grace. It will not fail you. If only you can keep track of the time I will give you, and then you pray it the way I will tell you in as regards to the solution to that particular problem. So if only you can follow me to the end of this video, you will get expose about that particular method of prayer you will use. Number 2, you will know that particular day. So welcome once again to Jenny Action TV. In this particular channel, I'll discuss 3 important variables which are actually health, safety, and spirituality. Believe me, if you can understand, master, and apply these 3 correctly in your life, there is no limit to your achievement. If this is the very first time you're landing in this channel, you are highly welcome. Please do well to hit the red subscribe button and the bell notification so that you will always get notified by YouTube once I upload a new video. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much. I love you for always stopping by. So without wasting time, let's quickly get to the video. But for my new timers, if you are looking for any video, just type Jenny Action TV / the keyword in that video. Let's say favor. Once you write Jenny Action TV / favor, you will see all the videos I've made on that. So you will be quickly get and watch. So without wasting time, let's quickly delve into the video. Are you aware that it is not only we that are humans that are living in this world, and that evil spirits are created before us, and the spirit also occupy this world, and the activities of the spirit start from 6 p.m. till around at least 3 a.m. in the morning, while the activities of human being is expected to start at least by 6 a.m. and then like 6 to 6 p.m. And the implication of this is that if you're able to harness your night very well, you will be able to venture into the secret of the spirit, since it's the spiritual that rules the physical, and then you'll be able to get whatever you are looking for. What am I saying? I am trying to say that midnight prayers is what you can never do without, because that is when the activities of the spirit is in the peak, and the evil ones, the witchcraft and others, their own activities is at the peak between 12 midnight to 3 a.m. And if you can wake up at that particular time to pray, something huge, phenomenal actually happens. But there is a particular day in a week that no matter how you love sleep, no matter how weak you are, even if you could not do this midnight prayer, but if you can pray just that day, believe me, within 1 week, I give you 7 days. Whatever you have prayed for, you will see literally before you manifesting, irrespective of whatever it is. So long as you do it with your faith, with your energy, you believe it with all your heart that God is capable of giving this to you, try it on that particular day, you will get results. But before then, I need to explain to you why you should start praying midnight if you have not been doing that. Even if it will cost you going to sleep as early as 6-7, but just to wake up, even if it's 1 hour at the time, God will tell his disciple and say, can't you watch with me for just an hour? If you can bring just an hour to watch with God concerning that particular issue in this time that I'm talking about, between 12 to 3 a.m., at least 12 to 2:30 a.m. before 3, because by 2:30 they have started dispatching. Believe me, you will achieve a lot, because you know that in the midnight destinies are recovered. Because when they gang up in the midnight and saying it shall not be well with you, two cannot work except they agree. You will be busy saying it will be well with me. You start praying immediately, nullifying all the activities. You will see that not those things they have conjured or said against you will come to nothing. And to prove it to you, let's get to the scriptures for those that are Christian to prove that midnight is what you can never neglect. Let's start with the patriarchal father, which is Jacob. We say that we are descendants of Jacob. You discover that real destiny of Jacob could not show, not until in the midnight he struggled with the angel of God till daybreak, and then his name was changed from Jacob to Israel, and from that day any form of supplanting stopped, and his destiny started unfolding. That even Joseph, that is well known today, also marched in the scene and brought a blueprint that actually solved the economic crunch of Egypt. That till today that same blueprint is still in use, and you may be the next person that will solve the economic crunch of the entire world if only you can struggle with God one midnight like this and say, I will never leave you until you bless me. 30 verse 5, he said his anger is for a moment and his favor is for life. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. Even if you have deeply sinned against God and you feel that God will never forgive you again, that maybe you have committed abortion severally and now you are looking for a child, believe me, that anger, that your weeping will endure just for a night. If you can only bring this one night in this day that I am talking about, believe me, you will get results, because your joy will actually come in the morning. Is it in book of Matthew 13:25? You will see that the Bible recorded that while men were sleeping, that the enemy come to sow tares in the field of wheat that somebody has actually planted. That is when we oversleep without giving at least from time to time, even if it's once in a week, midnight and prayers in our life, the enemy continues sowing bad seed, that you will now begin to see promise and fail, disappointment, failure at the age of breakthrough. Something you think that you have already gotten, suddenly it will slip off your hand. That is why you cannot joke with this particular time of prayer. Is it in Judges verse 3? We know that when Delilah betrayed Samson and make his destiny to be taken away by cutting his hair, and then Samson become a non-entity, become useless, and then we are now maltreating him, trampling on him, imprisoning him, and did a lot of things. At a time, the Bible recorded, and Samson's hair began to grow. Samson's hair began to grow. In other words, his destiny started coming back. His recovery started happening. Then how did Samson put an end to all the rubbish of those enemies that did that to him? He waited. Go and read the Judges 16 verse 3. He waited till midnight. When the midnight come, he arose and took hold of the post of the city, the pillars of the city, and pulled all of them down, and he crushed the entire enemy. He destroyed all his enemy just one night. One night. Just a night is enough to put an end to all the mess the enemy is making in your life. If only you will pray like this, that I'm going to, or pray on this particular day every week. You can bring this particular day, you will solve all your problems. You discover that when Paul and Silas was in the prison, it was still in the midnight they started singing and praising God. And then, as you know, we used to sing that song, Paul and Silas, they pray. After praying, they sang. After singing, the Holy Ghost come down. Because that time everywhere is quiet. Your voice is easily noticeable. Whatever you speak carries excess power. So as they were praying, you discover that the angel of God was sent to go and liberate them from prison and liberate even everybody that is around them. Believe me, you are the one that God is waiting to liberate, that your family. It has to take your burning your spiritual altar up with midnight prayers. Is it in the book of Matthew 25 verse 1 to 46? If you look at that place, you see the parable of the foolish and the wise virgins. The Bible records that there are 10 virgins, but 5 of them were wise and 5 of them were foolish. The other wise ones, carry their lamb to the marriage feast that they have and also put extra oil. In other words, they bank on extra prayer. They did not just a kind of relax and make do with the normal morning devotion and the maybe even prayer they pray to enter, but they also did extra thing. You need to do extra thing in order to bring to manifestation your heart, in order to end your problem. The Bible record that in the midnight they wake, and then the bridegroom now arrive. Before the bridegroom arrive, they notice that their fire is burning down because they are no longer firing up with prayers. That is the spiritual meaning of that. And then they go to beg, like going to beg the wise ones. They say they can't give them, that they should go and get. By the time they go and get and come back, it's already late. They were locked out of that marriage feast of the Lamb. Believe me, you can't afford to sit and be locked out of your destiny. So some of us in this channel has slept and somebody snatched what we labored all the years to get. Probably snatch your man, snatch your family, snatch your wife. It is time for you to rise up and pray. If you can pray like this, just once in a week, the day I'm going to tell you, follow me to the end of this video to get that particular day, and you'll be blessed if you watch this video without actually skipping any. Of Israelites, we are in torment, we are in Egypt as slaves, and God was determined to save them. He sent Moses with staff. Every time, you know, when he meets Moses, he said, what do you have in your hand? He says, staff. Believe me, God can never do much in this world except with combination of what is already existing in your earth. It was still the staff he got from Egypt that he was going to use to save them. But when they will reach there, fellow will harden his heart. Until one midnight, go and check Exodus 12:29. The angel of God went and strike every firstborn of Egypt, especially, and then leave firstborn of Egypt. And before then, he commanded the Israelites to make sure that they kill lamb and then rub the blood on their doors in the midnight. In other words, they were awake in the midnight, standing in the gap, and then they were passed over, and then others were killed. And that was how they were now liberated. Believe me, there is somebody that need to go, exit in this world in order for your star to brighten. It takes your midnight prayers to stop the unstoppable, to achieve the unachievable, the unachievable. And what is this particular day I'm talking about? Thursday. Have you noticed that most of the times strong spiritual work, especially involving money, I will tell you do this on Thursday, because I am 100% guaranteed that if you do it on Thursday, that is going to work. That is Thursday night breaking into Friday. There is an excess energy that is always available in the universe. There is a kind of spiritual activities that is so strong in that particular Thursday that two things happen, just like when new moon appears. Two things happen. Anything that is happening happen more. In other words, if you are having problems, the problem enlarges, become more. If you are going to have solution, the solution is going to be more powerful. So instead of sleeping all through the week, even if you can't wake 12 to 2 a.m. or every day, single day of the week, try it every Thursday. Bring out every Thursday in a week and pray a serious prayer in the midnight. If you don't know what else to pray, get Psalm 35 or Psalm 27 or Psalm 46 or Psalm 109. These four Psalms, any of it, use it to pray. You can also add Psalm 91. Don't forget to start with Psalm 51 by asking God for mercy. Then use these Psalms that are warfare. Begin to pray it line by line. You have a child or relative to pray for. Pray it line by line, and believe me, you will surely get testimony without wasting time. So go and try it. You will come back and testify. So with this, I've actually come to the end of this video, believing that you have actually found value. And if you did, please give me that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. If you have not done so, hit the bell notification so that YouTube will always notify you once I upload a new video. Don't forget to share this video and channel to everyone, and please comment on this video. As you do all this, God bless you.